One of the most difficult hurdles to doing carnivore, low carb, keto, and honestly any kind of major life change is allowing other people's opinions to get in our way. I received a comment that I want to read to you guys, and I'm hoping she's listening to this video because I think there's a lot of people who experience this. The comment says, "I'm fighting back tears, Amanda. My steepest hurdle regarding going full carnivore is caving to people's opinions. My husband announcing, oh, she's starting another diet she'll probably fail at. My friends at dinner saying, but I made this food. Are you suddenly not going to eat it? At restaurants, the servers rolling their eyes. These all just kill me. How can I overcome this?" Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I love hearing from you guys. Remember, we do live Q&As every Sunday at 10 o'clock. Also, we have the June and July meetup scheduled. Remember, just go to carnivorousme.com and you can look for the meetups there. I think to overcome it, we have to first figure out why the opinions matter to us so much. I have been there a large portion of my life, caring about what other people thought of me versus what I thought of me, letting people's expectations guide what I did versus what I needed to do for myself. The thing that I did is I looked to other people's opinions for the value of who I was versus having my own innate value. Through the years of gaining weight, the years of not having integrity, I would tell myself I would do things that I genuinely knew deep down I wouldn't do. I would start and stop diets, and I became like a vase that was just cracked, tons and tons of little cracks. And I realized I couldn't self-assess because how could I? I had no integrity. I would say I would do something like, let's say the dishes, and never do them. So if my words no longer innately have intrinsic value to them because I don't value what I say, then how can I use that to judge myself? So I looked externally based on other people's opinions of me. And how I did this was one tiny step at a time. Tiny. I used to focus on trying to eat the entire elephant. Like, how am I going to lose weight? How am I going to fix myself? How am I going to restore that integrity? And it truly boils down to the small things. I said I would do the dishes. I got up and did the dishes. I said I would do laundry. I got up and did the laundry. I said I would walk the dogs. It doesn't matter if I walked them literally 3 houses down and back. I walked the dogs. I did what I said I was going to do for the small, minor things, because they are a lot easier to be our word, to do what we say we're going to do versus the ginormous things. It's so hard to say I'm going to lose 200 pounds when I haven't even lost the first 10. So focusing on those small things, that is how we heal all the cracks we've created in ourselves. I cannot stress this enough. I always wanted to jump to the end, skip everything in between, but it is the in-between of where we grow, we heal ourselves, and we really genuinely become who we're supposed to be. We can't go from the beginning to the end because we miss all the beautiful parts in between. This rolls into choosing. I know your husband is saying very hurtful things. Your friends are saying things that are truly manipulative and guiding you off the rails. Do these small things in your house. Clean up your desk. Put up 3 pieces of laundry. Do the small things that help you restore your integrity, because then we stop looking externally for who we are, for our value of ourselves. We know our intrinsic value. We can hear and acknowledge other people's opinions, but it doesn't change us inside. We don't take it to heart unless we want to. And this boils down to choice. Whether you choose to follow what you said you're going to do. I like to do a very visualized kind of thing. I imagine I'm in a labyrinth and I come to a T intersection. I can go left or I can go right. Right would be staying on the standard American diet, staying on the path that I'm on of a slow, miserable death, listening to other people's opinions and value of me. Or I can go left, which is whatever version of healthy lifestyle you imagine, and building my value up internally. You can choose left or right, but you can only choose one and you cannot go back. This is what I imagine in my brain. I can only ever go forward. I chose left. And the minute I chose left, I imagine there's now a brick wall behind me. I can't turn around. The choice has already been made. I cannot go back to a standard American diet. I cannot. The option isn't even there. So I might eat a piece of cake or I might eat an off carnivore meal, but I innately, internally am a carnivore. That means 99 to 95% of what I eat is carnivore. I have an off carnivore meal. Oh well, the next meal is going to be carnivore. Why? Because that is who I am. I am someone that is healthy, and I'm someone that eats carnivore. How we maintain that choice? We will have to make that choice over and over and over again. It's like marriage, or my version of what I think marriage is. Every morning I wake up and choose to be married to Scott. It's not forced upon me. I actively, every single day, make this choice. And that is what being healthy and being carnivore or keto or whatever that looks like for you, that is what you have to choose every single day. I choose to be this way. It's not forced upon me. It's not, I have to do this. I, Amanda, make the choice, which empowers me because I make this choice. That means I have control over my future decisions, not somebody else. So choose yourself. And I don't mean in a selfish way. I mean, accept yourself where you're at. Accept and love yourself that you have failed. You've been a failure, and so have I. And that is okay. It is absolutely okay to acknowledge. Because again, every human has failed. We have fallen on our face flat. Choose yourself. Choose to acknowledge that you are worth loving. Every human being is worthy of love. Not all the time do people express that, but you are worth loving for yourself. I do want to, the last thing I want to talk about is a little bit more specific about the comment. The comment from the husband and the friend and the server. I somewhat understand being in the position of the husband in the sense of if we have somebody in our life and they constantly tell us they're going to do things and they don't do it, friend, relationship, whatever it is, it creates some cynicism in us because we might get our hopes up and kind of invest emotional energy into this, and then we constantly feel let down. Now, does it mean it's okay for comments like that to be made? No, but maybe understand slightly where they're coming from. Not that it's okay to voice the negativity, that's not what I'm saying. But this is where getting that gumption for having integrity. Prove to yourself, and through proving to yourself, you prove to others that you have that integrity. You are your word. Things like this just disappear. Because then they know when you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. The thing with your friends, I think really assessing, I don't know them, but there are all types of people in this world. There are some that genuinely feel like love is food. And if you don't eat their food, they feel like you're rejecting their love. Have a conversation with them and explain this is about my health. I appreciate you taking the time and energy to do this food, but for my health, I can't do this. Give options, instead of eating or things like that, how about we go take a walk? Then there are the friends that they will purposely try to sabotage. And you really have to, for yourself, decide, are they in the camp of misery loves company? Do they try to pull you off your eating well purposely? And that's not something I can answer for anybody. But if they are, honestly, it might be a best question to ask, is that kind of person in your life worthy of being in your life? If you are trying to grow and improve yourself, having someone constantly try to pull you down. As far as the servers, this one I got over real fast because you know what? I don't care anymore. Why? What does their opinion matter? This is my health. This is my journey. This is me feeling better. I don't care how much inconvenience is to them if I ask them to not put a side on my plate. It doesn't matter because guess what? They're there in a service industry. It doesn't actually matter. It's one small little tiny thing that I'm asking them to do. And my last thing about the servers, what's the likelihood you're ever going to see that person again? This is usually what goes through my head. Am I going to see this person again, or am I ever going to remember seeing them again? No. What do I care? What their anonymous, unsolicited opinion matters. And just focus on that, because it doesn't truly matter. I know it can be hard not to be self-conscious about this, but hold on to the fact that you've chosen this lifestyle for yourself, not for anybody else. There were 2 quotes attached to this comment from Wildflower, and I want to read them to you guys because I think they're powerful. The only obligation anyone has in their lifetime is to be true to their self. That's from Richard Bach. And then, your opinion of me is none of my business by Dr. Wayne Dyer. I feel like those 2 speak truly. Someone else's opinion of you is not any of your business. It's in their head. It's their opinion. Unless you ask for it, or unless I ask for it, it's none of my business. And I don't care. I appreciate you guys, and I hope that you truly believe in yourself, because I do. And how do I? Because you are a human being, and a human spirit is just amazing, powerful, and loving.